All right, good morning, everybody. We are on site at the next job. I forgot my GoPro, so here's what we're taking out. We're taking out some pavers. We put in some sidewalk. This was supposed to be a stamped texture, a Roman slate, but now it's going to go to a sweat finish. Let me take you in the backyard here. Look familiar? So they put in these doors. They enclose this room. We did the concrete work. They enclose the room with these sliding doors. As you can see, when you step over that huge threshold, kind of a big fall and drop coming out of there. So, of course, we had no way of knowing what was going to be put in here at the time. But now that we know, we're going to put a little step along here. Run right along here, about a 10-inch step. When they step over this threshold, they've got something to put their foot on. And we're also going to be adding on a little bit to the end of the patio here. We're going to keep it all down low like the sidewalk and do about a 6-foot by 15-foot pad right here. So that's going to be cool. We got some 1-bys to build this step out of. It's only like a 4-inch step. It won't take much to hold it. And that's kind of what we got going on. So stick around and we'll try and get a little bit of digging done today. Alrighty, so I got a little start here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this skid loader off the trailer, get that parked over here, and then I'm gonna run home, grab some concrete forms and stuff, and just kind of start getting everything stocked up here today. When you move your trailer from one site to the next, you got ratchet straps, chains, boards all over. You got to get this thing off the trailer. You know, I'm gonna spend 20 minutes just getting it off the trailer, reorganizing the trailer, and getting out of here, you know. And that's 20 minutes that I'd be paying somebody else to do. But today, it's setup day for the job. I'm going to be doing it myself. Alright, so this driving is going to give me a little chance to talk to y'all for a little bit. I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my backstory. I came from Minnesota in 2001. Actually, I started wintering down here in 1997. I worked for a landscaper and a couple different guys over that course of time until 2001 when I actually moved out here. For the first 10 years, I owned a blacksmith shop. I still was doing some concrete work on my own, and also for Valley Iron Works, and also with some of my finisher friends. We'd go out and do some patios and driveways and whatnot here and there. Fair amount of floors. Power trowel finish for the most part. But so I never got away from concrete. I had a full-time blacksmith shop for 10 years. I hated it. I was working indoors. I was looking at the same walls. The work was cool. It was fun. It was neat. But looking at those same 4 walls that much wasn't my cup of tea, you know. We'd get on the field to do installs now and again, but it wasn't concrete work. So in 2010, I sold out my share, and I went back into the concrete business as Blood, Sweat, and Tears Concrete Finishing. In the beginning, I didn't have a license, so I couldn't do jobs over $1,500, something like that. So I had to stick to just concrete finishing, where the homeowner would set up the pad, and then I'd come in and do it for him. Sorry about the shakiness. So anyways, until I got licensed in 2011, it was mostly just Travis and myself. I'll show you a couple pictures here. This is Travis and I doing some work. The Demon Mike Downing, he came along for a few jobs, so see if I can find any pictures of him. We kept it pretty small, just a couple, three of us, and we were out, doing little jobs, keeping the numbers under until then. And then even when it started, it was the Three Amigos for the most part. We had some battles, many times with just me and Travis. Other people would say they were going to come, and we'd just be battling it out ourselves, So we came up hard in the Arizona sun, and we've learned a lot of little tricks and lessons throughout the years. I'd love to share those, especially with you young Arizona contractors. You can get your ass kicked really quick in Arizona. You can lose mud, and it can cost you a lot of money. So you got to bid your jobs right. You're making good money, and you're not suffering, and you're not scrambling, and you're not borrowing money from your relatives and everything else. I've been there. I've been everywhere. I've been through the whole thing. Problem is establishing your name to where you get enough work. And that's where we are right now. It's perfect for me. We've been in business for, since 2010, basically. So
today, Junior.
13 years, whatever. And we've got a huge client base. We've got a great reputation. We have no problem keeping as much work as I want, which isn't very much. So life gets really easy for you after that 10-year mark. I'll never leave the field again. I know that most people dream of, getting a crew and getting in the office and not having to do the hard work. But I did that for a couple years there, and that's the last place I ever want to be again. I'll tell you that much right now. I got way too fat, and I kind of lost my edge. I had that alpha edge. I feel like I had to really whip myself out of that in order to get into that role, and it's coming back slowly, but I'll never be the same guy as I used to be because I had to let go of so much. When you build this baby from the ground up and you got to let go of all that, it's a tough pill to swallow, my friend. So, anyways, I'll let you go for now.
And now, I'm going to unload these forms.
White snow, red sky, reach up for so high. Blue eyes, fake cry, beware of the fox tonight. Cold feet, dark rain, my blood in your frozen veins. Dream high, no pain, run fast in broken chains.
Too damn hot.
See if that thing's on. Woo! It is a hot one out there today, my friends. I don't know if you ever heard of a siesta, but that's a perfect day for a siesta right here. Work in the morning for a little while until it gets too hot. Let it cool down, let the shade roll in, and then work for a little while longer in the evening. And I think that's how I'm going to approach today. I got the forums all loaded up. It was just hotter than hell. I could barely touch them. Should have some gloves for that sort of thing, but I don't. And got the rebar loaded up, so we should be ready to rock and roll for this evening's siesta. I'm gonna go drop off the trailer now, and then pick up Magnus from school. He's like literally like just a couple blocks away from there. Guess what else we got with Mama Molding, Mama Concrete's with. So we're gonna stop and grab some soda pops at the store, drop off this trailer, and grab Magnus. Well, good evening, you con creatures. I'm back on site. It's about 6:30 in the evening. Maybe not quite that late. 6:15 maybe. And it's coming back out on site here. I'm gonna go ahead and get the rest of these pavers out of here. Alrighty, here we go. It's always hard to get over the fact that, you know, you feel like the homeowner's gonna think you're a weirdo out here talking to yourself. That'll never end. The siesta works well in Tucson. Midwest, you would never even think about doing something like this, but I know it was at least 107 today at one time. Like a lizard dodging behind every little tree or cactus to get to the shade, you know. You see why we use pop-ups. My new short-handled shovel. Normally short-handled shovels are too short for me, but this one here is a little bit longer. It's a John Deere from Ace Hardware. It's pretty sweet, I must say. You never know what kind of critters are going to be underneath these. There's a snake curled up under there, or scorpions, or, you know, centipedes or whatever. Whenever you're picking up a paver in Arizona, you want to stand behind it and you want to lift it up like this so you can see what's underneath it. You can always drop it again with something that can hurt you. There's some pretty good voids underneath some of these. Big, you know, plenty big that a little rattlesnake at the end of there. So we got Brett and Orville and Martin and Mikey and I are gonna pour this job. Gotta turn out nice. We gotta have the A-team. Stamp job coming up next month. Really looking forward to that. I love me some stamping. Whoa! Oh, got me. Jumping Jahuska fat. Speaking of fat, can't seem to get past 95 pounds. I don't know if this will probably will though. It's still hotter than hell. Don't get me wrong. It's shady. It's hot and shady. Super nice customers we have. Always super nice customers. We have a really thorough process for our customers. Make sure that they're people we want to work with. We won't work for just anybody. We're on the home stretch now. pretty much it for the pavers right there, so I'm gonna go ahead and shut you down. Here's a quick little tip for you guys coming up in the business. Whenever you leave a job site, especially in the big city, you know, down in the southwest here, it's pretty big. You never want to park your skid loader with wheels in line towards make it back up and drag it on. You know, always cross it to that traffic. And then what I like to do is park it right in front of the trailer. I'm also going to chain it to the skid loader. So I'm gonna put the chain in there, and what this is basically gonna do is if somebody wants to steal it, they're gonna have to make a bunch of noise, you know? It's not gonna be an easy grab. They're gonna have to make a bunch of noise, or they're gonna have to make an assessment whether they want to make that much noise. So, little tip, you're gonna have to leave your stuff on site once in a while. You know, you just run out of daylight otherwise, and do just a couple things to make it a little bit safer. Alright, so that is it for tonight. I'm back at 6 a.m. sharp. See you in the morning. Alright, that was staging of the job, and I think it's an important thing to stage a job if you've got the time to do so. You know, we don't do a production type sort of thing. We are normally more of, you know, custom one-off. How does this fly? Work directly with the homeowner kind of company, and we don't worry about the going rate. We don't try to get any production in. We just try to make sure everything's done right, everybody's happy, and the job turns out super awesome. So here we go to the next couple days. Mikey and I took our time. It was pretty hot last week, and we just took our time, took a few days, worked short days, and set up the sidewalk on the first day, a little tiny patio on the back on a second day, and then we set up that step on the third day. So take a look at how the setup and fine grading and rebar went. Alright, so Mikey and I have got string all up, established, and I just started kind of hogging out with the skid steer. Mikey's moving a little bit of fill up here by hand. He doesn't have much left to go.
Well, put it out here, or do we need it over here?
You can throw it over here.
Oh, the strings?
Or actually, right up in there. So right up in there, because we're going to want to fill that whole area. That's where water's going to stand. So
Okay. Make sure that we'll blade that off. So where we want it
Yeah.
to go
So
eventually from here.
So like this dirt we want to have up to the height of that slab,
Okay.
and then flowing this way, you know, so it gets onto our
All right,
sidewalk.
So we want to push it back towards the string.
Yeah, from there, flow toward the string. Alright, so I'm going to do a little fogging out with a shovel and see where I'm at. Get these strings cleared back, and then get the machine in for another round.
Well, when I woke up, she was looking at me. She told me I've been cheating on her in her dream. Lord, it wasn't a thing I could do or say to change her mind in any way. She told me things was gonna change. If I wanted her, I couldn't stay the same. So I stopped going out on Friday nights. I stopped drinking with the boys. Yeah, everything she asked,
Lord, it's damn.
just to try to bring her joy. Oh, you reckon
What a glorious, glorious day.
understated all I've
The
been
sun here is getting more powerful by the minute.
told me. The one I bought her when I sold my old GT. And I bumped in to my good friend. And he asked me where the hell I'd been.
This is almost like cheating.
Ah, nothing like fitting metal forms, huh? It's just plain fun.
When a piece of paper and a pen is your friend. So, we went over there this morning, we got the string line up. We dug everything out. We set the majority of the forms, Mikey said, and left them now. And then I had to load up the skid loader, drive to the house, unload the skid loader, load up AB in the dump trailer, reload the skid loader, chain it all down, you know, the whole thing. And now I've got the skid loader behind me, and I'm heading back to the job to drop it off so I can go back and get the dump trailer with the AB. So I mean, it's dumb. The night before you start your job, just bring out a piece of paper. You know, don't have to be a big deal. You can be sitting there watching your TV or whatever. Sit at your computer and just pull one out and just say, okay, this is my steps for tomorrow. Or this for my steps for my job coming next week would be even better. Do it a few days ahead of time. I'm rusty right now. Like I said, I'm coming into the field after being out for a couple of years, and I'm really rusty at this whole thing. But I've got to get a piece of paper going again. I used to carry a yellow legal pad, and I used to just make notes all the time. You know, it's hard to remember things, and you've got so many things going on in your head. So, for me at least, and not everybody's the same, but for me, writing it down is a huge thing. It's a huge helper.
Don't set that thing in my chair, man.
Don't worry. Don't worry. You'll have plenty of room. Snuggle in next to it.
I haven't had a chance to use it yet. I just.
Much. Minnesota or something.
We're graded. Mikey's about got her tamped. He's gonna lay the rebar out today and then put the tools away. I'm heading to get some more AB. So we've got some for that little pad in the back tomorrow. Well, turns out the old truck went into reduced power mode on the way home. I just can't pull a load of gravel with this baby anymore. I haven't quite made 300,000 miles with her, but she needs new injectors. It's kind of backflowing. And looks like I'm going to need to get them done before I can call this thing a truck anymore. I had to do the old reduced power shuffle the whole way home. And that is just never any fun, you know? As we're done, whipping out to the side of the road, letting people go by. Tried turning it off a few times, turn it back on. Nothing. Couldn't get it to kick off, so. Anyways. I'm gonna drop this trailer and then, you know, after I drive it a little bit, it'll come out of reduced power mode again. I'll probably go over and check on the job site. Maybe I'll see if I can talk Magnus into coming with me today. Because, you know, he was home sick today with growing pains. Come on. Growing pains, really? Can you get out of school for growing pains? I mean, seriously. Carly came home early with a stomach ache. What is wrong with these kids nowadays, you know? My goodness gracious.
Alright, I just hopped back in on the job site. Me and baby bear, mama bear. Mikey's just getting ready to roll out. And he's got all the rebar in place. We're going to go ahead and get that rebar gun, the rebar tying gun, on hopefully on Friday. We're going to do a demo on it. And I asked him about the Max tire. And they basically said that they can sell as a max tire, but there's a gun that's made in Wickenburg, Arizona, and it costs about $1,000 less than the max tire, twin tire, and it also is dependable. It uses less wire. The wire costs less. You know, it's made in our state. You know, so we're gonna give that one a shot. I don't know if you ever heard of it. BN something or another. I don't remember what the name of it was. But once we get it, we're gonna hopefully get it on Friday. So we'll give it a test run and let y'all know what we think of it. But anyways, we are set up and we would be ready to pour this, but we have a bunch more to get ready before we can pour. So we'll see you tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. It's a beautiful morning in Tucson. Day number 3, we're back inside again. And we are going to be starting on the little side patio back here today. Alright, Mikey. We're going to be replacing, or we're going to be adding on to, at this level, from here to the gate.
Are we showing the whole thing or just going 4 feet? Or?
We're gonna, it's only 6 by 15, I believe. Let's get the paperwork out and make sure of that, but I believe it's gonna be the whole area. I told him we'd maybe end up having to stop short of the wall, just for the footing or whatever, you know?
Right.
But anyways, that's gonna be today. Gonna be a bunch of hand removal, or a bunch of hand digging.
Right.
And then tomorrow is gonna be the step. Our ground.
Let me know, do you feel me too? Let it show.
Back in the 50s, this would have been a kid's toy.
We've been on and off, in and out, up and down, too many times. Now it's time. Show me what you got. Some say that it's the little things. I say that it's a big old ring. Anything to hear you say I do. It ain't the way that you see me. It ain't the way that you kiss. It ain't the way that you please me. It's just the way that it is. The way that it is. Baby, you had me running blind. It's time for you and me, baby, to make up our minds. Some say that it's the little things. I say that it's a big old ring. Anything to hear you say.
Alright. Mikey and I are about ready to start grading. Ready to grade it up there, Mikey? Yeah, I'll be right back there. I'm just gonna scoop it right out of the back here. I've got the trailer up, kind of like Ryan normally does. And Victory, probably some other people too. I'll scoop in there, it'll slide right down. And we'll be off. So I'm gonna go grab that skid steer, dump what's in the bucket, and get after it. How's my hair look? I used conditioner today. Of course, the humidity is pretty high today, and it's really crazy. Hot as hell, even though it's kind of cloudy. So if I cared about my hair, I'd be in trouble.
I'll be saved by rock and roll. You can take my money, steal my car, and sell my clothes. You can take the shoes I'm in, go on and take everything. You can have about everything I own. Just leave that old piano, maybe a chair, so I can sit down there and play when I'm old. Take all these things I know, even take the telephone. I heard it said so long ago.
So let's go ahead and check this step out quick before you get started with that. Just let that dry up a little bit. I just measure it along here and see what we average out to. 4
4 1/4 does it look like?
Pretty damn close. 4 3/16, 4 1/4.
4 4 1/8 maybe. Not much difference.
4 1/8. I think we kind of gotta go with the shorter of them, you know?
Yeah.
Because if we go with the taller of them, we're gonna end up flowing backwards.
4 and not quite 1/4. I'm pretty consistent. This one's 4 1/8. 4 and a big 1/8, 3/16 maybe. 4 3/16. 4 1/4. That's not too bad. It deviates only, you know,
What if we were, 1/16 of an inch-ish?
goes throughout.
Maybe an eighth at the most. Just holding it back in the dirt so I don't get a bunch of black all over the place.
Got a lot of blank line here.
Okay. You got away back it?
I'm on it.
Alright, reel me in. Reel it in and we'll get this that half. Just reel it, reel it, reel it. No, stay over there. You reel it, I'll come towards you. You stay on the dirt with that end of things. And then we'll get to here. Right here is where it gets kind of faint, so. Go ahead and snap this end again.
Okay.
One more time. Alright. Let me stand some of these boards up here so that she can see what it looks like, you know? 'Cause I want to be able to come in tomorrow ready to go, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to stand these on the inside of the line, even though they're going to be on the outside of the line. I'm going to stand them up on the inside so she can see where the edge of the actual
Step would be,
yeah.
and it's going all the way out, right?
Yeah, we'll go all the way to that joint anyways, I figured, you know.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go dump that trailer and then I'll be back here today at some point to
I'm gonna try to hurry and get done before you get back. I
yeah,
can leave.
you won't have to hurry. I'm not gonna be back that soon.
Won't be that quick. Huh?
No, but I just want to come back and load up that dirt. You know, while I still got the dump trailer hooked up.
Alright. We just got done moving some AB, or some dirt, I guess you'd say. I went home and dropped that load of AB, came back and loaded up a load of dirt. And now we're gonna go dump that and drop this trailer and head for Safeway and get some groceries. Groceries. Even concrete workers get groceries. All you new guys, or the guys wanting to get into the business, remember, your day is never over when everybody else's is over. We got done over there, Mikey was done. I had to come and go dump the AB.
bring the trailer back, load up the dirt, bring the trailer back over here, dump the dirt, and now I'm gonna unhook the trailer. And this is all 10 minutes away from my house, so super easy day. I'm gonna be done by 1:30, quarter to 2. But normal days, I'm doing it late into the evening, and all the guys just think it's a magic trick when there's gravel loaded up in the morning and all the equipment is moved around and all the things are done. It's like the tooth fairy came at night, But guess what? It's gonna be you if you're the boss. You get to get all that stuff ready while the guys are at home drinking beer. Alright, we are here trying out the new Tygon. It's the Wickenburg Tiger BNT something or another.
BNT 40X.
The BNT 40X. Mike's giving her the test run, and it seems to be doing all right. We'll probably end up buying this unit and kind of let you all know how it works as time goes on. But so far so good. Tied one little stretch of sidewalk so far, and it seems to be working as advertised. Any complaints yet, Mike?
I think most of the issues I was having was operator error.
Yeah.
I seem to be getting the hang of it.
Yeah, Mike's a little bit upset that he can't tie him by hand anymore, but he'll get over that in time, I think.
Yeah, I'm already.
You don't have to give it a try, because we're going to do it for you. Alright, time to go to work in the backyard and get this step set up. Should be an easy day. Super simple, easy breezy. Early day. Alright. We have snapped the line. I sprayed everything down with the soap. Now, and then we put the plastic down. Mikey cut this strip of tar paper. That's going behind the line by, minimum of 1/2 inch. Some places closer to 3/4, just depending on what the distance is here. And then we're putting these screws in every few feet into the expansion, just so that this tar paper doesn't start sliding around on us, basically. I'm going to tuck this plastic underneath here too. I'll maybe cut a new piece just to slip underneath there. We'll see. And this is what we got so far. Kind of fun. The big important thing about this job is sequence. If we don't get the right sequence, we fail miserably on something like this, because this kind of job is more about the mess that you're going to make than about the job, just about, So if we didn't get that plastic down, or didn't put the soap down, or didn't, get everything in order, we would get to a point where we'd have to undo work and then redo work.
So 1.5 inches is just right.
Yep.
Slabs too.
Yeah, 1.5 inches. I don't got any duct tape in here, Mickey? Oh yeah, there's one. The dust bag isn't on that saw.
Time is a little by little, day by day, I'm caught in the middle of a spinning wheel where all I feel is the ice getting thinner. Step by step, day by day, I'm fighting a winner. Pushed around, I'm nowhere bound, no solid ground. How can I get it back? How can I be strong? What I do comes out wrong. I wanna be a saint, but I ain't. I'm far from. I wanna be
You line up the edge of your guide, and then you just pull the trigger and go. You're gonna have a pretty square cut. Alrighty folks, your battery's about dead, so I'm gonna shut you off for a while, but you can see it looks like I'm gonna be about 3 boards short putting this thing together. I'll check back in when it's ready to go. Alright, 10:15 in the morning. We got everything ready to go over here pretty much. I kind of laid everything out here while Mikey was tying rebar and you know, putting chairs in and all that kind of stuff. And we just came together and pounded some stakes and screwed some screws, and it's all in there. We got the face pretty darn straight. Maybe a little few spots to iron out because of these boards warping since we got here, but that's not bad. So Tuesday morning, it'll be pour time, and we are looking forward to doing this one. It's going to be a beautiful job. See you on Tuesday for the pour. Well, good morning. It is Labor Day weekend. You enjoying your weekend, buddy? It's also Grandma's birthday today. My mom's birthday party today. Her actual birthday's on Wednesday, but we're doing the party today. So Magnus and I are just heading out to Home Depot. It's been kind of bothering me that we couldn't get that row of forms straighter for that step when Mike and I set that the other day. So, you know, I mean, the lumber looked really straight when I picked it out, and by the time we went to set it, it was getting kind of curled up and screwed up. So what I'm going to do is run in town and get some, like, I don't know, maybe particle board, trim boards or something like that, something that's really super duper straight, and then switch them out tomorrow. Magnus and I will go over there tomorrow and switch them out. But I just want to run over there today on Sunday before Memorial or Labor Day and grab them. So that's where we're heading. Suppose we better go through the car wash too, huh, bud? Yeah, we better. Alright, so that was our car wash.
And I got the Diet Coke.
Yeah.
I like the Coke. The canned Diet Coke, it tastes better to me than regular Diet Coke.
No.
This is bad.
Looks like they're still running cars through there, but whatever. It's been cool.
Fine, we already got it once.
Yeah, it's clean enough for us. We get it dirty fast anyway, so.
Well,
We get it all dirty pretty fast anyway, so. It's really not worth getting all Getting our panties all in a bunch anyways, right, buddy? Alright, onward to Home Depot and then off to Grandma's birthday party. So we need less than 1-inch screws. And these are all much longer. I think we're gonna have to get over here into the specialty stuff.
That's definitely more than 1 inch.
Yeah. There's some 3/4, and they're Spax. Yeah, they're really not the right thing, are they? Alright, I'm ready to give up. Alright, we're trying to find nice straight boards. And I don't think they make straight boards anymore, buddy. I'm not sure if they ever did, but they certainly don't here. Cowboy way. Cowboy way. That's it. It's not gonna fit. Just have to go like that over the tailgate. Just have to. You know, I'm not exactly 100% satisfied with the boards we got, but I'm pretty dang sure we can make them work as long as they don't get wet beforehand. You know?
And then they get bent.
Yeah, because they're basically particle boards, so they're gonna be good for one-time use. In that one time, I'm thinking they should stay straight, at least to pour with them, and then once we strip them off, they're done for. That's what I'm kind of thinking, anyways. Well, off to Grandma's party, huh, buddy? Yep. Monsoon nightclub
Luke's is
and grill. Well, we got some bad news today. Really bad day. I got to my mom's for her birthday party, Magnus and I, and we walked up into the yard. My wife and sister said, "We're gonna go check on Paul. He's still in bed. He hasn't got up yet." So I did. And I just say that Paul is no longer with us. He passed away in his sleep very peacefully at the age of 76. It's been a long day. It's been a rough day. It was supposed to be my mom's birthday celebration, and it ended up being what it was. So, anyways, it might take a little while for me to get another video out. Give me a lot of things to take care of right now, so the show will go on. Paul would want it that way. But if you all met Paul through the channel, you know, he was happy to come back and haul some loads for us there. He was smiling from ear to ear, and he was so glad he was able to make it back to that, because the cancer had really tried to take him out. And it didn't accomplish that. He was given a certain amount of time to live, and he beat that cancer diagnosis. And he was battling all sorts of health problems forever there, but he kept on beating one after another. And right now he was really as healthy as he's been in a long time. And he went peacefully in his sleep. So he waited till he knew Mom's whole family was going to be around too when he did it. So I don't know what to say. We love you, Paul. Godspeed. We'll see you on the other side. What have we got here? What have we got here? Guess who's back? Back again. And he's back. Look who's back! The main man on the dump trailer, Paul Johnson. Back from the brink of death.
Hey, Paul.
Hey, Matt.
Good to see you.
Good to see you guys too.
Paul's back!
Paul's back.
What's everybody excited or what, man?
I'm super excited.
Yeah. We didn't know if he'd ever make it back, but he's back.
He's back.
And I don't know how much he's going to be able to help, but he's gung-ho to help as much as he can. So, awesome. Love to see it. It's amazing.